Gen X is coming for Gen Z. Gen Z brought this onto themselves. All right. They were told, do not mess with X. What did they do? They messed with X. X are the F around, find out generation. Okay. And Gen Z does not seem to comprehend this. X does not play around. They just want to be left around. But do not confuse tired with retired. Okay? So this was a comment from one of my videos. Gen Z just pissed off Gen X. This was from Tweedle. A real Gen Xer says, Gen X here, bored in 75, raised poor AF, and have had to work since 14 years old. Dad passed away right in time for the 2008 housing crisis. I was working to pay for community college while going to school. Had to drop out to try to make more money to try and save the house, but the bank took it. Been working and surviving barely in low income neighborhoods. Growing up, my mother married and divorced 5 times. My mindset has always been life sucks, but maybe if I work hard enough, life can be better. Turns out that's been a lie. I now walk around just wishing a MFer would be an MFer would, because some of us have a lot of pent up rage and would love a chance to let it loose. We grew up fighting to settle crap and got beat by our parents. We know how to take and give a beating. Send them my way. This is from a Gen Xer. All right? This is from a Gen Xer. These people are not to be messed with. Gen Z is being warned. Stop it. Leave these people alone. Do not mess with these people. Those movies from the 80s, like Heathers, those were all Gen Xers. They were not entirely fictional films. They were more like semi autobiographical.
Who pissed off Gen X? Who did it? Who did it? Come forth. Come forth. Because y'all started a shitstorm, it looks like. So, me here, I'm a millennial, 1983. But it seems that all over my TikTok is Gen Xers waking up. And they ain't taking no shit right now. They're coming for y'all. They're coming for y'all. So, all I want to say about that is like, y'all might want to think back to like the Gen X time. They fight fair. You know what I mean? They will come up to your house, knock on your door, say hello, and fight you in the front yard, and you cool afterwards. No cop calling, no none of that. Nothing. Nope. It's just go on about your day. Technology back then, whoo, nope, didn't have that. So kind of had to figure it out. So I personally, I would just like to stand with y'all, Gen X. I don't want no smoke. No smoke. I don't want no problems. Okay? Yeah. I just want to stand with y'all.
Bro, bro, holy cow. Every millennial, all the old millennials, the Zennials are coming out. Even the elder millennials, those people in their mid-30s, are warning Gen Z to stop it. And a lot of people are just like, oh, Gen Z, they're irritating, whatever. But they are warning Gen Z, leave these people alone. These are not all the best of people. I'm just being real. There's some real nasty people in Gen X, all right? There's some real bad dudes in there. Real bad dudes in there. Leave these people alone. Stop messing with these people. There was a comment that I saw from a Gen Xer that said, you know, they're nerds would bully Gen Zers, okay? Gen X's nerds would bully Gen Zers today. This is not a game. This is a warning. You know, like that comment about John Wick? There's a scene in John Wick where they say that, you know, John Wick, his nickname was like the Babaloa, something like that. You know, and it basically means, it doesn't mean the boogeyman. It means the guy who they send to kill the boogeyman. Think of Gen Xers kind of like that in that context. Gen Xers are not the devil. They're more like the guy they send to kill the devil. And they can do this all day long. Oh my gosh.
Older people in the dot dot dot. Chill out with the dot dot dot.
You just summoned Gen X by insulting an entire generation. The funny thing is, you claim in your next video that it was a joke. Jokes are supposed to be funny. Yours wasn't funny. The bigger joke is, I'm about to go into Trader Joe's and pick up all sorts of snacks and watch you get absolutely roasted on the internet. You should know better. Most of your other videos are trying to stir up some controversy in some way, and you hit the jackpot with Gen X. Good luck. I'm getting popcorn.
Do you see how quickly they were summoned? Do you see how quickly it was to summon? It's like summoning the devil, except it's the guy they send to kill the devil. That's what he looks like. All right? That's what they look like. You don't even see them coming. Guys, these people need to chill the hell out. But they're not too bright.
Hi. I just gotta say this. I rarely ever make these type of videos. But once I heard Gen Z is going after Gen X, y'all best better leave well enough alone. My father is Gen X. I'm telling y'all, guys, turn around. Turn around. This is coming from a millennial. Y'all don't want that smoke. Okay? I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be calm. I'm trying to make sure nobody gets messed up. Guys, turn around and leave sleeping dogs sleeping. You don't want that smoke. Okay? Leave it alone. And y'all not special. Believe me. Bye.
Guys, all the warnings are there. People can't say Gen Z wasn't warned. Gen Z was warned very, very quickly. Like that chick who was talking earlier, that looks like a millennial, though you can't really tell these days with Gen Z. And you can see how quickly Gen X popped up. All right, they summoned Gen X just like that, All right. Listen to me. It's like summoning the devil, except it's the guy who they send to kill the devil. All right. Gen X can do this all day long. Just because they are tired doesn't mean that they are retired. It's a bear. They kept on poking the damn bear. They keep on poking the damn bear. You have to understand, a lot of these people, they're still strong. A lot of them are stronger. A lot of these Gen Xers are stronger than they were when they were kids. You're going to say, that doesn't make any damn sense, Angry. Let me explain why. Because now they have 30, 40 years of experience. There's a lot of football players, Gen X football players. You think I'm joking about that? Tom Brady can run more. He can run further and faster. Okay? So he can run further in a shorter period of time today than he can run in his 20s when he first started off in the NFL. People need to think about that very carefully. He is faster and stronger than he was in his 20s. I warned y'all, they can do this all day long. Why can he do that? Because listen to me, these people have 20, 30, even 40 years of experience under their belt. It's not a game. Joe Rogan, he is stronger today than he was in his 20s. Way stronger. Have you ever seen this dude's kick? Bro's like 56 years old. His kick is frightening. There is no way in hell he had that kick in his 20s. And he keeps on leveling up, earning new belts. And it's not it's not symbolism. No, he's really earning them. People need to stop messing around with Gen X. Mike Tyson. Oh, Mike is old. Mike is old, bro. Listen to me. That same dude I was talking about a moment ago, Joe Rogan, he had Mike on the podcast, and Mike started to kind of tweak on him a little bit. And Joe got frightened. He talked about it because he was like, Mike had been working out, and he was worried like he had pissed off Mike, and Mike was gonna like open up a can on him right then and there, and Joe didn't know if he could handle it. He was scared of Mike Tyson. Leave these people alone. Listen, I'll tell y'all a story about Mike Tyson. Tell y'all a story about this guy. I believe this was back in the 80s. So there was this boxer who, used to mess around, and him and Mike fought once and whatever. And then he ended up, leaving boxing and turning to, became like a, selling stuff on the streets. And he basically found out that Mike was going to be in the neighborhood shopping. So he went to like the store where Michael was going to go, and he was waiting there for him to ambush him. And he tried to ambush Mike. When he got there, it didn't work out for him. Mike went into the store where he was waiting for him, dragged him out to the streets, and then took care of him on the streets. This guy was waiting for Mike, and Mike went there, took him out into the streets, and he beat that man so hard that man filed a lawsuit against him and won because of the damages, the lifelong damages Mike Tyson did to him in those streets on that day. Do not mess with Gen X. Don't do it. Don't mess with these people. Leave these people alone. And it's not just physically. It's not just 30 years, 40 years of knowledge that have given them the physical edge. All right? It's also mental. They were far ahead of Gen Z when they were in their teens, all right, and their 20s. They have 30 to 40 years of experience under their belt now. 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. What do you think they can do with that? They know all of the tricks. Gen Z would never even see it coming. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying my content, consider checking out my newsletter. It's absolutely free. You can subscribe to my personal newsletter for my personal thoughts and insights, and the link is in the description of the video. I release it weekly, so go and check that out. And also, join the Angry Guy community for exclusive content. It's over on Locals. You can check it out by going to angrygalaxy.com. It's linked in the description as well. And it's a really great community. Go and check it out. There are exclusive videos, guides, polls, more stuff. It's awesome. It's lit. What do you guys think regarding this? Gen X is coming for Gen Z. They were warned to stop messing around with Gen Z was warned to stop messing around with Gen X, and they didn't listen. They did not listen. And now whatever happens next, they brought it upon themselves. You agree with that? They totally brought it upon themselves. No one's going to cry for them. Okay? No one's crying for them. They brought this out. They wanted the smoke. Now they're going to get the smoke. All right. And like I said it plenty of times. It is literally like summoning the guy that they send to go and take down the devil. All right. It was a critical mistake on their part. It's obvious that Gen Z does not think very much. And as a result of this, they're now putting themselves in some very, very serious trouble. Because it's not like dealing with the police or dealing with anyone else that's going to be reasonable. No, Gen X is just going to go in there, handle business, and then go home. It's like knocking on your door, bringing you outside, fixing you up. No police called, and then they leave. And you're like, did someone just beat the living hell out of me? Like Gen Z won't even realize they were just laid out until they're already in the hospital, and the doctors have worked on them, and they've been they've been fixed up, and all of this has happened, and then they'll come to them like, bro, did I just get effed up? Like, did I just really get effed up? Like, what the hell was that? Like, that's the guy that they sent to take out the devil. That's who that guy is. And they went easy on you. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.